Welcome in to the embodiment based business model. I am so excited to teach you guys this class today. This is my model, my own business model. This is the one that I have built for myself, but it's also the one that I teach inside of the Breadwinner Energy Academy. This model is the energy first approach to building a wildly successful and impactful business while you spend more time offline living your life. This is the model that gives you calendar space, it gives you cash, it gives you client results while you spend more time offline, more time living your life. And I'm going to talk to you guys today about what this model is, why I built it, what happened to me, and the reason that this came full circle, as well as how you can build this for yourself, the mistakes that I see a lot of clients making, and how to fix it. Okay. Let's get into today's class. So, if you have never met me before, hello. My name is Tay Daniels. I'm a certified life and business coach. I am a mom. I have two daughters that both stay home with me. One's in private school, one's a toddler. I am a wife. I am iced coffee obsessed. I'm so obsessed. I broke down and eventually, finally, bought the Breville real espresso machine that they have in coffee shops because I was spending so much money at coffee shops that I just decided to buy the machine. That is how obsessed I am. I am a retired agency owner. I built an agency when I started my business. I grew into an agency from a service provider. And we're going to get into that in just a little bit because that is part of this entire model. I also am a retired hustle boss babe. I was a hustle queen up until most recently. I'm equal parts healthy, organic, all natural, and also let's get pizza for dinner. Let's get Papa John's. I am obsessed with human design and astrology and deep conversations, and I have this deep love for all things spiritual and woo and life and what the meaning of life is. And I know that being in this space, this is where I've been able to find my people and my community, which I didn't think was possible up until this season of really diving into who I am, what makes me me, and what makes my clients who they are. I'm such equal parts red lipstick, red nails, don't fuck with me, and also bare feet, grounded energy, and also spreadsheets, and also surrendering to the universe. I am all the things. I am dynamic. I am me. Before we get started, I would love for all of you here to really take time to indulge in this masterclass. I promise to not make it long. I promise to be direct and to the point and tell you the things you need to know and be no bullshit as I am. And I also promise to give you new insights to your life, to your business, to what is and isn't working. But I ask that you actually indulge, right? For some of you, this means maybe you need to go on a drive, maybe you need to go on a walk, do the dishes, do the laundry, do something while you're listening. But I promise this masterclass is not going to be more than 30 minutes because I'm a very let's get to the point, let's do the thing, let's move on with our lives type person. And I don't want anyone in here sitting in here waiting and not having answers and it's just a bunch of fluff. That is not my vibe. It's not my style. So get off the Instagram and the TikTok crack. Okay. Literally, it is time to be rich, to be regulated, to build a business model that is based around embodiment of your next level. It's based around peace and ease and flow. And that's what we're going to learn into today. And part of that is literally closing the tabs, silencing your phone, telling your kids to go somewhere else, and diving in to this masterclass, okay? At the end of this masterclass, I am going to tell you, and throughout this masterclass, I'm going to tell you about my program, Breadwinner Energy Academy. This is my baby. I trademarked this program. It is the program that I built my entire coaching business around and have morphed into what it is today. And I'm going to share with you what this program is, how it's going to change your entire life, and then what my clients have experienced from being in this program. And I'm going to make you an offer to join me at the end of this masterclass because that is literally the point, is to change your whole life. And unfortunately, I can't do that in a 20-30 minute masterclass, but I can do it inside of this program. So I am going to make you an offer and tell you the exact method that has changed my life as well as my clients' lives in this program. What the hell is breadwinner energy? Who am I? What is this breadwinner energy we speak of? This is my trademark. This is what I have created out of the depths of survival and hell, honestly. I started my very first business in 2016. I was 7 months pregnant. I had $100 to my name. I had no degree. I had wrecked credit. And I decided I'm going to quit my 9 to 5 and I'm going to start a business. I had no business starting a business, and literally every single person in my life thought I was clinically insane and that this was the worst decision that I could ever make because I not only was pregnant and young and stupid, I was fucking broke. And I didn't listen, and I did it anyway because that is my personality. And when I set my mind to something, I do it. And I don't care what anyone says. At the time, I was married to somebody that was in the military and who was an alcoholic and had a gambling addiction and who was mentally, physically, and emotionally and financially abusive. I finally divorced him and left that relationship in 2018. And I was so broke that I had to go apply for 9 to 5s because I was going to be a single mom and I was on WIC and I could not afford to be a single mom. I went and applied for multiple 9 to 5s. I got interviewed for one specifically for $40,000 a year. And after 3 rounds of interviews, going back and forth between me and one other girl, they chose her. I was devastated. I was afraid. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be homeless. And the universe had other plans for me. I decided to niche down to wedding professionals because I, up until this point, had loved the wedding industry. And within 6 months, I had a booked out agency. And I was able to grow that agency over the years to 6 figures and to be able to be at home with my daughter and make the money that I wanted to make. But it cost me 40 to 60 hour weeks trying to grow this business, be a single mom, and do all the things. I then decided this wasn't sustainable. I can't do 40 to 60 hour weeks, and I'm going to move into coaching. I've hired my first ever business coach. My now husband, who I've now remarried and have my second child with, and who has adopted my oldest daughter, sold his car so that I could invest $10,000 into a coaching program, and that helped me kick off my coaching career. I made my first ever $10,000 and $30,000 a month in the same month, and that was what launched the Breadwinner Energy brand and academy and the Breadwinner Energy mission, which was to help women just like you create a life for you, a life you love, a life you deserve, a life that allows you freedom and choices, and you get to leave the matrix and you get to have a life that is literally yours. You get to have opportunities that maybe you didn't once have because of this business that you've built. You get to have the finances that you don't have in your relationship. You get to have control. You get to have something for you, and we build it in a way that matches your life, your energy, your gifts, your personality, your magic, and we pull out the energy of being you so that you can grow a business that's not only wildly successful and impactful, but it's something you actually love and you enjoy. In 2020 and 2021, throughout this journey of launching coaching and becoming a certified life and business coach, I fell into some chronic health issues, which put me in the hospital month after month, time after time again, over and over and over again. And I could not figure out this mystery chronic pain. And it was from anxiety and stress, which I didn't believe at the time. And I had dealt with years and years of trauma from childhood to adulthood. But at the time, I still didn't believe it. And it wasn't until 2023, 2024, when I had my second daughter, my body completely shut down. And I then had to burn my business all the way to the ground. I was burnt the F out, exhausted, 30 pounds overweight, stressed out, hormones wrecked, depressed, anxiety, brain fog, everything in my life and my business felt so incredibly hard. And I had just came off my first ever 6 figure launch. I made 6 figures in 6 weeks. I hated my entire business. I then had someone who makes multi-millions of dollars steal my trademark, and I went into more than 6 months of going back and forth with this girl, with my attorney, and spending thousands of dollars to get her to stop using my trademark. And I decided I was going to burn down my entire business because it was no longer working for me. It didn't work for my energy, my personality, the season of life that I was in, and I hated it. I hated the clients that didn't match the people that I wanted to work with. I just could not keep going, and so I burnt it down. Today, you will learn my exact method, my three-step system to how to build your own embodiment-based business model, which is not only the business model that I created for myself, but the one I created for my clients after burning down and rebuilding my entire business. This is going to be the three steps to building a business that requires less of you, how to package your magic into actual results-driven offers, and how to use our embodiment visibility method that doesn't include social media. This is truly the business model that gives you the calendar space. Every month, I take 2 weeks call free in my business so I can literally do whatever I want within those 2 weeks. It has allowed me to package my magic into a step-by-step process that gets my clients results even when I'm offline and doesn't require more of me or more hand-holding, and a business that grows while I'm not on social media because social media was the death of me. The embodiment-based business model, okay? So this is going to be for you if you're only making money when you show up and you're always on or always online and you are exhausted from always being on and launching and showing up and posting 24/7. You are literally back into a 9 to 5 in your business. You maybe even created success, but it's literally costing you time, energy, and peace, or even time with your kids because you can never shut your brain off. It just keeps going. Maybe you avoid launching because it burns you out, or it triggers anxiety, or it triggers a stress response within your body. You secretly hate social media, but think you have to post every single day to stay relevant and top of mind. Or maybe even with launching, you're launching 24/7 because you don't know how to make money in between launches. You've taken every single strategy and course and thing that the industry has told you, and it's still not working because they did not account for your energy, your cycle, your personality, who you are, your magic, and your gifts, and the what that makes you you to build a business around it. You want to sell offers that don't actually require live calls or hand-holding or private coaching or custom deliverables or audits or one-to-ones. You've got really, really powerful gifts, but you're struggling with how to package them in a way that feels simple and sustainable and that people actually want to buy in a group setting or in a course or something that, again, doesn't require one-to-one. So I want you to think about one of my clients that's a psychic, and she helps her clients heal their grief from somebody that's passed over, like a child or a parent, and she connects them to the other side. And we have been able to package that magic into a group that doesn't actually require one-to-one work. Maybe you only want to work 10 to 15 hours a week. This is me. I don't work more than 10, 15 hours a week. I literally don't have time. I'm a full-time mom and I don't want to, even though I love my work and my clients and every single thing that I do. I also really enjoy the freedom and the parent, being able to parent and be present and fucking relax. You want to still grow your business, make a lot of money, and make a lot of impact. This is the key here is that your business makes impact and changes lives still, even when you're offline. You dream of having clients join, pay, and then just get results, again, while you're not with them 24/7 because you have called in soulmate, dreamy ass clients, and you're done building a business that only works when you're hustling, when you're going, when you're online, and you want a business that feels aligned and embodied. And that is what we do here. Step one is building a business that requires less of you. This is so incredibly important to build a business that is sustainable, and it is not going to be sustainable if it requires all of you all the time. This is a business model that is actually designed around your energy, your personality, and your natural born gifts. I love teaching this because this is going to be the thing that I think that more people implement in their life, in their business over the next year, 2 years. This is the way we're going to see is people doing what works for them in their own custom, unique way. And the cookie cutter step-by-step shit's just not going to work anymore. And I'm excited to be the person that's able to bring this to life for a lot of you. If your business is not aligned with your nervous system, your desires, your strengths, those natural born gifts that you have, you'll always seem to need more of you to make it work, or you will burn it down and start over again like I did because it will just like not feel right. It will not be the thing, and there will be no amount of money that fixes it. I literally made 6 figures in 6 weeks and it did not fix it. So this is the biggest mistake I see a lot of people making is you're following cookie cutter strategies that don't actually work for you, that someone told you online to do. Some coach, some course is like, this is the thing, this is the magic, this is the secret sauce that's going to change your life. And it literally didn't because it didn't work for you. So you're copying content and launches and structures and strategies that literally just don't work for you as a mom, as a wife, as the season of life you're in, maybe with chronic illness or pain or neurodivergence, or maybe you're a projector, maybe you're a generator, maybe you're a manifestor. Regardless, it just doesn't work for you because it's a one size fits all, and it doesn't account for your life. It doesn't account for your energy, your personality, or your gifts. And that is where we do something completely different, right? So you're building offers and schedules that actually drain you or they bore you, and it like doesn't light you up. It doesn't doesn't spark your it doesn't light your match, okay? And so it doesn't match your magic or your energy, and you're running a business that requires constant output, and it was never built, the model it was given to was never built for ease or flow or parenthood or your season of life. Inside my program, Breadwinner Energy Academy, we're going to fix this because the very first thing we're going to do is create your embodiment-based business plan. This is literally custom to you. We map out your model based on your human design, your energy flow, your core gifts, your magic, what makes you you, every single element about you and your life and what you love and what lights you up and what is your own unique structure. And we build a business around that. And then we'll create your offers, your structure, your systems, your visibility around that exact model. And you'll finally have a scalable plan that requires so much less of you and allows you to do the things you love and enjoy. And it also makes a really big impact in the world because you are focused on your magic and not on some bullshit 5-step content. Okay. Some of the clients over here have posted in our testimonials and they're saying, I made $750 today just out of posting and selling outside of retainer one-to-one work. It was a hell yes for me. I have felt so on fire since I've made the leap. I know without a doubt that I can see how clearly this was definitely the right move for me and my business and my family's future. And then someone else said, this has been the most amazing transformation for me. I love the academy. Okay. Once we've built that structure, once we've built that business model for you, we then are going to put the systems behind it, which is number one, packaging your magic. This is my favorite part. I have taught offers for years and I love teaching them and blowing people's minds about how you should package your offers that not only, again, embody your magic and your gifts and what makes you you, but also they allow you to scale. They allow you to make more money and get more people results without more of you. So groups, courses, scalable offers. So the first thing we're going to do is extract your zone of genius and alchemize it into one clear signature scalable offer that is mid-ticket. So it's going to be a course or a program. It's mid-ticket. It's less than $5,000 and it gets your clients results while you're offline. If your brilliance right now is currently trapped either in your head or it's scattered across dozens of one-to-one calls and Voxer one-to-ones and VIP days, you will be stuck in hustle, in invisible and underpaid mode. That model is not scalable. It requires all of you and more of you, and we are going to package it in a way that grows and scales without you. The biggest mistakes I see my clients making is overstuffing or over teaching to prove value. Most of you should be embodying your work because that is literally what your human design is telling you you're made to do, and not overstuffing or over teaching or overpacking the things that you're giving your clients. It's not even helpful to them. That just makes them overwhelmed. Maybe you're customizing every single deliverable, and so you're always in the scope creep and you have zero freedom because everything is packaged into literally you being online and handholding and being available. Maybe your promise to your current offer is vague, and so you're confusing your audience, and maybe your price point's too cheap or not in alignment with what you're selling or not in alignment with the promise. So you're like selling a Mercedes Benz for like 10 grand and people are like, that it means the car is broken, not that it's actually a steal. You're hiding real transformations behind fluffy ass features that nobody cares about because people want real, direct to the point. They want to know exactly what's going to happen for them. And everything is one-to-one or has so much hand holding, and you aren't actually able to get them results because you're not teaching them to be self-sufficient. Inside Breadwinner Energy Academy, we're going to fix this immediately and we're going to extract your magic. And we're going to put it into a signature method that is out of your head. It's a clear, simple, step-by-step, high-impact framework that gets your clients results. We're also going to help you lock in one single core promise so that you know exactly how to sell the outcome of your offer. And then we're going to help you put in the delivery methods that, again, require less of you and still get your clients results. So they're getting results while you're at brunch, while you're sleeping in, spending more time with your kids, spending the summer at the pool. Your offer will be built to scale to hundreds, if not thousands of clients, again, without more of you or any more one-to-one access, okay? One of our clients said that she made $40,000 for the quarter. She said, I am so thankful for you. It's been 3 weeks. I have a list of all the stuff I want to do. I've lost clients, but also I'm gaining new ones, more aligned clients. I've hired a team. I feel less stressed. I have a plan in my mind. She's getting everything organized. She feels so passionate. This is the most I've ever done in my business, and it's only been maybe 2 weeks. And then we go to module 3, which is embodiment visibility method. everyone's favorite method because they're like, I can be off social media and make a lot of money, and I can be just exactly who I am and embody exactly what I love and be creative and make a lot of money. And I'm like, yes, yes, you can. This is where you're going to be seen for who you actually are and not how loud you can be and how much you can prove that you have all the knowledge and you can teach the 5 steps that no one cares about. You can be authentically you and still grow without social media. I have grown not only my virtual assistant business and my agency, but also my coaching business without social media. And I've been in business now for over 9 years. This is your visibility plan that is not reliant on performance. It's not reliant on how well the algorithm wants to push you for the day. Okay. This is where you're going to attract aligned clients without relying on daily social posts, reels, chasing leads, following up with leads, sales calls, cold DMs, none of that. It is built on actual magnetism and your authentic gifts. If your business only grows because you're glued to your phone and constantly online and constantly posting, constantly in stories and constantly in the DMs, you do not have a freedom-based business. You literally have a job. And you need to be undeniably visible in ways that actually work for your energy. That is going to be the thing that creates long-term success, is because it's literally built for you. So, biggest mistakes I see clients making: posting constantly. You're posting 24/7 and it's not even working. It's not even converting. Or you're emailing constantly and that's not working. Or you're podcasting every week and that's not converting. So you're feeling pressure to show up even more because nothing you're doing is working, and you're being told, like, just keep going, just do more, right? And you do until you burn out, and then you hate it, and then you take a break, and then you come back and do the same thing and it still doesn't work, and you have created this cycle of doing what everyone else tells you to do and it's not aligned and you hate it all. You're relying on Instagram and getting trapped in that algorithm loop that I just described. You're exhausted from posting and praying and then being told to literally keep posting and praying. Inside the Breadwinner Energy Academy, we install the embodiment visibility ecosystem. This is literally based on you, your energy, and your gifts. So we're going to map out that visibility plan that actually works for you based on your human design. So for some of you, it's going to be podcasting, guest speaking, bundles, collaborations. Maybe it's email, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's SEO or Pinterest. And then we're going to teach you how to create and grow a free space with your soulmate clients that you actually want to be in versus being in social media. So you're going to create your own, essentially your own social platform for your people to dive into, where you can tap into every single day and week and nurture the people that actually want to be in your world and that want to engage and be a part of what you're doing and growing and buy from you. You will create bold AF messaging and positioning that magnetizes dream clients because you're actually being authentically you. And then we'll teach you how to sell with our clean sales framework that does not require ads or sales calls. It's literally clean selling, no convincing. You're talking to people who want to be talked to, you're telling them about your magic, and you're showing up embodying your work and being an embodiment of your work, and they cannot wait to be a part of it. Our clients are saying 40 people bought from me between January and this month. Half bought my ebook and the other bought my course. I just made 10K from this masterclass. I just had my first ever client paying me 4 figures a month. You taught me how to embrace me and the coach within. Best investment I've ever made. Love you. Here is what happens when you put together our Breadwinner Energy Academy method. You actually become the woman that makes money without being online. So you get the calendar space, you get the cash, you get the client results, and you spend more time offline living your life while your business is still making impact. Because this is not just, make a course and sell it on passively and then people go through it and you make a lot of money. No, like, you literally care about your work. You take your work very seriously. You're here to make impact. You're going to still be in your business. You're still going to be running and growing your business. You're still going to be creative and adding modules to your business, but you're not going to be trapped in constantly working and being on social media and being online and hand-holding clients. That's the difference. Your offers are actually working behind the scenes. You're not scrambling to create content or stressing over engagement. Right? You're not like making sure you go follow, unfollow, comment, whatever the fuck people are doing nowadays. Your business finally feels effortless and magnetic and powerful and you love it. You're no longer twisting yourself to fit into someone else's formula, which is fucking exhausting. Everything in your business, from your schedule to your sales, actually honors your unique energy, right? And your flow. If it's your nervous system and your life, it's literally yours. It's made specific to you. Your clients are raving about you to other people and how your work has changed their life, even when you're not in the room, because you packaged your magic into offers that actually work. You have a process. You've stopped over coaching and over hand holding, and you're actually leading in your business. You no longer launch out of panic because we literally teach you our launch framework. You are not overthinking anymore how to get clients. Your systems are locked in, your messaging is potent, and your people are actually coming to your space that you love to be with. You're no longer dancing on social media and doing hey girl DMs. Guilty, also embarrassing as fuck. And you're actually falling back in love with your life, not just your business. You finally have time to live, to rest, to reconnect with yourself, your partner, your desires, your dreams, your children, and you actually are doing the thing you want to do and having the life you want to have. Okay, this is what happens inside of the program. We're going to take a little tour of the inside, the back end of the academy. But before we do that, let's just talk about this program. The first thing is when you join, you're going to get instant access into the school. It's called School, and it has everything inside in one place. It's all organized into one space. It is your portal where it has bingeable trainings so that you can binge the entire process and implement it into your business. I kept our trainings outside of replays because I can't control that, but I've kept our trainings under 15 minutes so that they're easily digestible. You have templates and guides and worksheets and every single thing you need to implement our process into your business. You have a private community of embodied based business owning women. You have monthly live Q&A calls twice a month, as well as guest expert sessions and an opportunity to make money while you learn with our affiliate program. I'm now going to bring up our school, which is the back end of our program, and I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you what it's like inside of the academy. So when you join, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have access to the community and the community tabs where you can see where you can meet the different members. You can do group chat, ask questions. There's call reminders, the affiliate chat, and then you have the classroom. This is where all of the course part of this is. This is obviously still being built as it's being recorded because I'm teaching this entire program live, but you'll have access to the entire classroom. You'll be able to binge watch trainings, implement every single thing you need. You'll also have access to our calendar where it has our calls on here for you. And then also too, you can meet the other members. Everything is all in one place for you to learn, for you to chat with the community, ask questions, get coached, meet our guest experts, and change your entire life and business. You will literally never look at your life and your business the same after you go through this process. You will be like, why the hell did I ever build a business like that? And why did I not just build a business around me and the thing that I want and my life and who I am? Okay, this is how we're going to change it for you inside of this program. The link is below. You can join right now and sign up. We have a payment plan of $222 a month, or you can pay in full $2222 for the entire year and you get instant access inside. If you have any questions, you can head over to, oh, my screen is not being shared. What the heck? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Right, if you have any questions, you can head over to my Instagram at its_taydaniels_LLC, or you can just come and join the free community. I'll link that below. Otherwise, I will see you inside of the academy. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. See you soon.